Hello, I'm Jasmine Irajak with the Midday News. Pomeo district in East New Britain province has noted an increase in the number of students applying for tertiary tuition fee subsidies every year. This was revealed by the committee overseeing the rollout of the Pomeo district tertiary students tuition fee subsidy program on the local radio station this week. Coordinator of the program since 2018, Deputy Pomeo District Administrator for Administration, Hilary Songtava, said this year has seen an additional 60-plus students applying for financial aid. Funding of almost 1.2 million kina was spent on the program this year. Similar to last year, for students attending 40 recognized educational training institutions. The program this year supported 410 students from the 7 LLGs in the district, with the highest number of students totaling 130 from Sinivit LLG under a funding support of over 285,000 kina. The national government and its partners need 93 million kina to launch a response to the detection of poliovirus in Ley Morbe province. The national government has committed 13 million kina. There is now an appeal for provincial and local level governments to respond to this call for funding. Key partners include the World Health Organization, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, and Australia's Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade have also reaffirmed their support.
Respond positively or properly to polio situation in our country will cost all of us, our government and our partners, 93 million kina. That's to do with surveillance, but to do with also rollout of polio vaccines again, speeding up. We want to accelerate polio vaccines right across our country.
Again, 93 million we are now targeting is only for 2 rounds of SIA and for routine immunization to be added on during this SIA to capture the children in different, vaccine status to complement their status of vaccination.
Currently, we are supporting immunization coverage surveys, social mapping at the local level to identify those communities which are high risk or those who are hard to reach. So we make sure we reach those communities.
Papua New Guinea's coffee industry received a fresh boost this week with the opening of a new coffee storage and processing shed at Nunga Plantation in Day Council, Western Highlands Province. The new facility, which will be equipped to handle premium honey processed coffee, is part of a 1 million kina support package provided to Nunga Plantation under the PNG Agriculture, Commercialization and Diversification Project, which is funded by the PNG government with World Bank support. The package is enabling the rehabilitation of 100 hectares of coffee and the construction of vital infrastructure, including the new shed. In overseas news, employment surged last month with nearly 90,000 people finding jobs. The figures show the majority of new roles were full-time positions, mainly filled by women. Economists say the stronger-than-expected data won't stop the Reserve Bank cutting interest rates next week.
Hello. Support workers provide Gazella with the help she needs to keep living at home.
A little bit for company, do me job what I need, do me shopping.
As the nation ages, our need for aged care workers is helping to fuel a jobs boom.
It's nice to be able to help them and give back.
89,000 people found work in April. The majority of them were women in mainly full-time roles. Yet the unemployment rate remained steady at 4.1%, as more people either found work or decided to look for a job, pushing the participation rate to a near record high.
This shows the resilience of the Australian economy, but also the labour market.
Over the last year or so, we've really seen an increase in health and social assistance employment. We've also seen quite a strong pickup in construction, and that tends to be somewhat publicly funded.
Other types of jobs are harder to come by. Arefe Rad spent 8 months applying for roles in urban planning, widening her search to other fields.
I just need a right position to enter a company and to contribute and to bring my skills and my experience.
Economists say the strong jobs data should not stop the Reserve Bank from delivering a rate cut when its board meets next week, something that would provide welcome relief to borrowers.
The RBA is going to be looking at inflation, they're going to be looking at wages growth, they're going to be looking at what's happening in the private sector with retail, and we really haven't seen anything there that would stop them cutting if they want.
An economy in need of a reprieve.
Victoria have released a vision of the moment Melbourne's Aras Israel Synagogue was set alight in December. Victoria's Joint Counter-Terrorism Team has released the CCTV footage showing a stolen blue VW Golf driving past the Riponlea Synagogue several times before parking. 3 people in hoodies and masks can be seen using an axe to damage the entrance, and at least 2 of the offenders poured accelerant into the building before igniting the liquid.
If you know anything about this crime, we want to hear from you. If you know anything about the blue VW Golf sedan, we want you to tell us what you know. If you know the identity of the people depicted in the footage, or you're one of the people in the footage, we'd like you to contact us. I want to reassure Victorians, particularly those in the Jewish community, we will remain fully committed to finding those responsible for this act, this crime, and holding those offenders to account. I understand it can be difficult when these matters take time to investigate, but make no mistake, this investigation remains a key priority for both Victoria Police and the Australian Federal Police, and we were dedicated to bringing it to a successful conclusion as soon as possible.
Back home in sports, following the success of last weekend's PNG NRL Bid Championship finals, the national youth competition will kick off this weekend as a curtain raiser to the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup Round 6. The first match will be this Saturday in Rabaul, East New Britain Province, where the ENB Egmark Gurias will take on the Money Plus NCDC Port Moresby Vipers in the first match. PNG RFL Performance and Pathway General Manager Tony Archer said that this will be a historic weekend for PNG National Rugby League competition, as the youth competition will have 3 matches played in Rabaul and across the country at PNG Digicel ExxonMobil Cup Round 6 matches in Port Moresby and Goroka. All Port Moresby games will be televised on TVWAN Sport 2, and Round 1 match will be televised live from the Santos National Football Stadium on Sunday at 12:15 p.m. Archer stated that the importance of the competition is that they have 6 pathway clubs having a youth competition that draws the talent in a combination from NRL, Bid Academy, and local affiliate leagues. New South Wales has reclaimed the Women's State of Origin Shield after thrashing Queensland 26-6 in Game 2 at a rain-soaked Sydney football stadium. It is the first time the Blues have won a multi-game Women's State of Origin series.
They triumphed 30-12 in the series opener in Brisbane early this month. In Origin 2 on Thursday night, the Blues found themselves on the back foot early when Maroons captain Tamika Apton scored a controversial try just after 5 minutes, courtesy of the bunker overturning referee Belinda Sharp's no-try call. Despite Olivia Cannick touching the ball on the ground in the in-goal after Lauren Brown's grubber, bunker official Gerard Sutton ruled she was trying to pick it up rather than force it before Apton arrived to dot down. Brown added the conversion for the Maroons, but the Blues were unfazed, responding in emphatic fashion. Player of the match Cannick set up prop Jemima Taufa and scored herself to establish a 12-6 lead at halftime. The Blues built on their dominance early in the second half, with James Frezard scoring 3 minutes after the break. Apton injured herself trying to fruitlessly stop Jamie Chapman from adding another try, and reigning Delia medalist Cannick crossed for a second time to shut out the Maroons. Cannick was named player of the match on the back of 2 tries, 36 tackles, and 236 run meters. Jessie Southwell kicked 3 conversions from 5 attempts for the Blues, but it was impeccable with her kick. The series finale will be played in Newcastle on May 29. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that ends the midday news. Do join us at 6 tonight for more news and sports.